Ambuja Rosen.
At least the council knows I'm not here to criticize them. Please don't start my time until I'm set up, okay?
Okay. Wait till she gets set up, Barbara. Thank you.
The one thing we have in common with other animals is that the reproductive organs are highly sensitive, and the reproductive act is highly pleasurable. Nature wants it that way because animals, including the human animal, that way will have an incentive to reproduce. So when people take their cats and dogs to the veterinarian, the animals get painkiller to be spayed and neutered. But on farms and ranches, it's standard practice to slice off the genitals of the testicles of the male sheep, cows, and pigs in order to castrate them without painkiller. Most farmers and ranchers just slice them off. And the animals suffer excruciating pain, but apparently not enough of America cares enough to require that they get painkiller. There's a double standard, one for these animals, the dogs and the cats, and another for sheep, pigs, and cows. It's purely arbitrary because each of them suffers similarly when they're castrated without painkiller. Let's not be like that and have a double standard for these animals when it comes to our tethering ordinance. They are all social animals who would be lonely being tied up in a corner of the yard for much or all of their lives. They all need exercise and they need to run and play. They would be frustrating living on a rope. They can all strangle to death when they're unattended on a tether. They can all get attacked by other animals. And they can get heat stroke or dehydration if they get tangled up and can't reach their water anymore, can't get out of the sun. I ask that you look beyond what species they happen to be. And I ask that you look into the heart and soul of each one of these animals and recognize that they all need a tethering ordinance just as much as dogs do. I talked about speciesism before, a prejudice that makes people discriminate against someone simply because he's not human. But there's another kind of speciesism, blindly favoring one species over another. Let's not be like those farmers and ranchers who take their dogs and cats to the veterinarian to get painkiller when they're spayed or neutered and then slice off the genitals of their male cows, sheep, and pigs without painkiller. Let's not blindly favor one domesticated mammal over another and pass a tethering limit for dogs, but allow these equally needy animals to live on a chain or rope. You're the government of Ashland, one of the most progressive towns in the U.S. So I appeal to your higher consciousness and ethics. I expect and hope that when you pass your tethering limits, you'll deal out justice to all these domesticated mammals and not just to dogs. And by the way, one of my supporters advised me not to speak tonight because of all the turmoil the council is going through. He said it was a bad time. But I think this might be one of the best times because they say that love heals wounds. If you pass this ordinance, you'll be committing an act of love toward the family members in Ashland who can't speak for themselves. And I think that may help to lessen some of the tension that you're going through. Thank you.
Thank you.